At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And that one won't stay inside of the landing zone. It finds the sideline, and this drive's going to start from the 40. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Man, he's in the negative to begin the new season, Brock. First carry of the year winds up losing yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's down after getting us up to the 41. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers. To the outside, that's Freiermuth. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up.
9 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. Escapes the defender. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's caught right side by Freiermuth. He's going to be hauled to the ground with a first down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
And the Steelers
All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers set to pass. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Rico Dowdle.
Their year sure begins on a high note, and they'll begin with a win too, Kate, if they could put more drives like that one together. Not how you start, it's about how you finish.
And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Zachariah Branch on the return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense overloading left side. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Nice run there on first down, Brock. Now this defense a little vulnerable ahead of his 2nd down play.
Sure is, and just kind of sets the table. Everything in that playbook is open to you. If you want to be aggressive, right now might not be a bad time.
Tua looking to throw. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's 3rd down. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down, Atlanta.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
25-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Drake London. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. They send the tight end in motion left. Tagovailoa now on second. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it, and when they both recognize it, you get that, you get a first down.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it's going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down. Now after the play, it looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To throw, Tagovailoa. And the pick is dropped. And the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete pass, though. Make it 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near hit.
A 41-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they fail to cut the lead in half. It stays at 6.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Play action here with Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On the counter, Dowdle. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And they get the first on a 3rd and 13. What a call to extend this drive.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Our score, 6-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
3rd and long for him here. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. And they'll down this one a little shy of the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they've got a 1st down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play.
Well, they sold it like it was a pass, and by they, I mean everybody involved at the line of scrimmage. Great job by that O-line, the quarterback, everyone making it look like a pass, and then a huge burst for a chunk run.
First down, and they go right back to it. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Tua off the play fake. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
That one complete to Pitts. And they get the first on a 3rd and 13. What a call to extend this drive.
To number 8, Kyle Pitts. A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Falcons.
From the red zone on 1st. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Throw is caught. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
It's brought in over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons.
Play to Charlie Warner. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that gives them the lead.
Falcons 7, Steelers 6. Nick Folk to kick off.
It's all lined up.
Atlanta.
Folk ready to send this one flying. Fields this one at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. He finds Freiermuth over the middle. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
The pitch to Dowdle. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. And they're going to take him down here. Pressure gets to him at the 36. James Pierce. And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season.
This defense just continues, Kate, to be suffocating. They have not lost form from that shutout a week ago. And these negative plays, putting your opponent behind the chains, goes a long way to those dominant defensive efforts.
A throw right side finds Pittman. And as they bring him down, a lot of yards, nicely done, but still short of the marker, so it is 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And forget the marker, Brock. He's not even making it back to the line. They're turning this over on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Good set of downs for him from the 31.
And the Falcon first down.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Back to Pitts it goes. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on second. Back to throw, Tua. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's going to dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Complete to Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Full call now to try the point after. Solid effort there as this one goes through. And the lead is up to 8.
Falcons 14, Steelers 6. Nick Folk to kick
It's all
off
lined
for
up.
Atlanta.
Folk ready to send this one flying. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Now here's Rodgers. Throw left side finds Freiermuth.
Rodgers pass.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Only about a yard to show for on that catch. Second down.
At the 28-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
To throw, Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
They'll take
Markers
over
are
first and
reset. Here we
10
go. Ball at the
at
44.
44-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down back across midfield at the 49. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on second. After the sack, Tua. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Returning it from the 4. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Starting the half with Robinson. He's got room to roam. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown!
The ball carrier. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Folk on now to try the point after. Connecting here as this one flies through. And the lead grows by 1.
21. Steelers 6. Nick Folk to kick
It's all
off
lined
for
up.
Atlanta.
Folk ready to send this one flying. Returnable from the 2. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it.
5-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. The inside give to Dowdle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Calling about 70 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! The Falcons bring it in, and they stop him before he gets much on the return.
This quarterback here really trying as best he can, Kate, to find those windows where your man's got some space after the catch, because the last thing you want to do is throw him into a big hit. Yeah, I know that fumble goes on the receiver's record, but that QB, he feels responsible.
And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
And this one is launched. This is caught inside the 15. And a dive. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Folk on now to try the point after. No issues, Brock, as he knocks this one through. And they stretch their lead to 22.
28. Steelers 6.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. This is Metcalf working that right side. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that is going to be good for a Steelers 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Down by James Pierce.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Rodgers set to pass. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
It sure is easier for those other 10 guys came out there to play with some confidence, knowing if they do their job and that quarterback throws it his way, he's going to make them pay. He took 3 away last year. That's his first this season.
This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
2nd down. Here's Tua. Man downfield, and he finds London. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. Toward the pylon, and he is in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson on the board. That's his first of the season. Folk on now to try the point after. Lifted close, but he gets it to go. They pad their lead by 1.
Steelers 6.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Returnable from the 1. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
Douglas on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers to throw. And he's not going to get away. Pressure takes him down at the 19. Getting his first sack of the year here in week 1.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Rodgers now on second down. Look at that power, deep left side. And it was a big play for a moment, but he can't keep control of it through that hit. It's incomplete. That brings us to third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the left side. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. And I think we all knew the odds weren't great for them getting a first down, Brock, but they're not just going to give up the drive, walk over to the sideline. So took their shot, didn't work out.
So what you're saying is they didn't throw up the white flag, they threw up the bomb, it just didn't hit.
Exactly. He's going for it again. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Finds London on the slant. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a first and goal.
First and goal, Atlanta.
Here's Robinson. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it. And his instincts right on for that one. Took a second look at it and ends up changing the call. Tagovailoa now on second. Center of the end zone finds his man. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Well, this one just keeps getting further and further out of reach, Brock. And I've got a feeling when our guy Scott Hansen looks around the entire league this week, he's not going to find a more dominant win to open the season than this one.
That's the positive side. That's the offense
True.
that has been ripping and roaring. Kate, I'm looking at this defense, though. This is week 1, and you got to be careful that this is not too demoralizing.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And they just keep adding to their lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. He's going to field this at the 2. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard
Pittsburgh offense
line.
to the line. Here's first and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. This can be run out of bounds. Play goes for about 16 before he stepped out. And that is good for a Pittsburgh first
And the
down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Buys time, rolling right. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's second down. Now looking to throw. Dump off, caught by his back.
Rodgers
And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
They get a lot out of this play. 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And that's going to give the Steelers the first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
To throw is Rodgers. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It'll be the Steelers with possession, but this game pretty one-sided at this point. Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. Completed to his running back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
And he's not going to hang on to that one. They hit just too much. Forced it out of his hands, incomplete. Now they're facing a fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Desperation time here. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's going to be hit right away and stumped, but it doesn't matter. He's got enough for that first down.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Warren here from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You're not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Working on second down. Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check down outlet on short throws.
And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Desperation time here on fourth. This is going to be caught. Touchdown Steelers. Michael Pittman Jr. with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Well, win probabilities aren't going to move an inch after that one, Brock. This game over a long time ago, and that touchdown, that's not going to change it.
No, the only thing you hope is it gives you a little goodwill, a little good feeling heading into next week, because this one's been disappointing for them today.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
On the return, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own.
Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his first and 10. Drive begins here with Robinson. He's out in the clear. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he has it down near the red zone just outside the 20.
It's a gain of 48
Kind of just
yards.
feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Tua off the play fake. This one's to Schultz, out right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Zachariah Branch. Touchdown.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that these guys will take a lot more of this over the next 4 months. And Brock, if this is the norm, they are not going to have to worry about missing the postseason again this year, maybe anytime soon.
They all know it's a long race ahead, but that was a nice little sprint to start, wasn't it? These next few weeks, though, we will see if they can keep up the pace they started today.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And an unfavorable hop is going to cost him as the ball winds up out of bounds inside the landing zone, so it's going to still move up to the 40. Now here's Rodgers. That throw finds Pittman along the outside. It looks like about 4 yards on that first down play, Brock, before he steps out.
There's no negatives ever on a great shoot for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Setting up the running back screen. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And that is going to be good for a Steelers first down.
Gain of 8. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Warren running between the tackles. And his progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches, maybe some fist pounds too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
Rodgers to throw, second down. Oh no, they get him yet again! Xavier Watts picks it, and the Falcons are gonna have it, and he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Right up the gut. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Brings up second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with third down and 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Falcons looking like they'll start this season with a win. So now here's third and 5. To the air with Penix. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The deep pass comes up big. 30 yards.
30. And the Falcon first down.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
They give it to him again. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
6. Brings up second and 4.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good